Well, welcome back. And in this story titled Cintitam, Acintitam cha. Cintitam means whatever we thought, that is Cintitam. Acintitam means whatever we didn't think of. What we didn't think of, that is Acintitam. So the story title is whatever we thought, whatever we didn't think of, like that. Amarapurasya nripaha amarapatihi Nishtura Swabhavavan Asit. Nishtura Swabhava means a type of uh, not listening to, don't care attitude. That was the character of that king of Amarapura, whose name is Amarapatihi. Saha Sarvada Saha Sarvada Swachintananusaram Yeva Nirnayam Swikaroti Sma. Natu anyesham abhiprayasya anugunam. So the king always take action, that unanimous decision, like that we say in government office meeting and all. Unanimous decision means a decision arrived at by many people without any difference of opinion. That is unanimous decision. But if we take some decision on our own, that is called ekaki, that unilateral decision. Someone who is taking decision on his own without consulting anybody. So this Amarapati Raja Sarvada Swachintananugunam Eva Chintananusaram Eva Nirnayam Swikaroti Sma. So he takes decision according to his own thoughts. Natu Anyesha Abhiprayasya Anugunam. Not according to the opinion of others. Asthane Mantri Bhavet iti Sampradayaha Asit iti Karanataha. Because it is a formality to have some minister in the assembly, Kanchit Vriddham Tasmin Sthane Niyojitam Asit. Sorry. Kanchit means somebody, some vriddha, some old man, he appointed in that position. Kasminchit api vishaye tasya abhiprayam na prichati sma saha. And in any matter he didn't consult him. Kadachit Guptacharanam dwara Amarapatihi Gnatavan yat Rajye Bahujanaha Sukhena Santriptya cha na santi iti. So once through some spies he came to know. Guptacharaha is like a spy, intelligent agency. Like that he came to know in the country many people are not happy and dissatisfied. Tasmin Vishe api saha kenachit api saha charcham na kritavan. And in that matter also he didn't discuss with anybody. Prajanam asantriptehe karanam maya eva jnatavyam iti chintayan saha veshantaram dhritva nagara paryatanartham gatavan. So by me I have to know what is the reason for their unhappiness and dissatisfaction, like that. He made some disguise, veshantaram. Means that was the practice in the earlier days. Nowadays, the minister like that, they can't do veshantaram and come. And we listen that some city star, they do some disguise and go to cinema hall to see the performance, how their film is liked by people. So like that, the king was going to see himself. Yada saha kasyanchit laghu vityam gachan asit tada mritchada grihat. Mrit means earth, that house made of earth, not concrete. Mrit means earth, that sand, like that. Mritchad means the roof is made of sand. That is sand in the sense of what we say sand. This earth means this clay sand, like that. So in a small street, Lagu in a small Lagu Vithyam, in a small street, when he was going, he saw a house which is roof. The roof is made of some sand. Dampatyohu, some couple, Sambhashanam Shrutam. He listened to the couple's conversation in a small house. The house is poor house because roof is made of sand. तत्रैव वातायनस्य पार्श्वे निलीय स्थित्वा तत् श्रुतवान् राजा अमरपतिः. And hiding near the window, he listened to their conversation. मासत्रयात् आरभ्य अवलोकयन्ती एव अस्मि. भवान् सर्वदा किमपि चिन्तयन्ति किल, कारणं वा वदतु तावत् इति पतिम् उक्तवती पत्नी. So the wife told the husband, I am seeing since 3 months, always you are thinking something, always you looked like somewhat worried. What is the reason like that? She asked. किमिति वदामि, चिन्तितम् एकमपि कार्यपथं न आगच्छति इति उक्तवान् पतिः. What to say? Whatever I think is not happening, not even one action is happening, like that. जनाः किमर्थं सुखेन न सन्ति इति इदानीं मया ज्ञातम्. So the king thought, now I came to know why people are not happy. Te yatha chintayanti tatha na bhavati. As they think, things are not happening. Ataha eva te asantriptaha santi. Therefore they are dissatisfied. Idi chintitavan Raja Amarapatihi. So the king thought, people are unhappy because things are not happening the way they are thinking. Tataha प्रासादं गतः अमरापतिः आरात्रि एतं विषयम् अधिकृत्य एव चिन्तितवान्. So the entire night, आरात्रि means the entire night, he thought on this point. People, whatever they think, it is not happening, so they are unhappy. So if it happens, then they should be happy, like that. ततः सः निर्णीतवान् यत् कांश्चन जनान् आहूय ते यथा चिन्तयन्ति तथैव कारयित्वा ते सन्तुष्टाः भवन्ति वा न वा इति अवलोकनीयम् इति. So the king thought, I have to bring somebody and I have to do as they think and check whether they are happy or unhappy. अनन्तरदिने यदा अमरपतिः स्नानं समाप्य आगतः तदा सेवकः रजतचषकेन क्षीरम् आनीय तस्मै दत्तवान्. So on the next day when the king came after taking bath, the servant gave a glass of milk in a silver glass. Rajata means silver. Suvarna means gold. Rajata means silver. So in a silver glass he gave milk. Parantu danat purvam sevakaha kshiram samyak na avalokitavan syat. And before giving, the servant didn't look at the milk well. Kshiram nashtam asit. Kshiram nashtam asit means the milk was not to the glass level. It was somewhat less. विलंबेन विषयं ज्ञातवान् सेवकः बहु उद्विग्नः जातः. And now it is delayed, it is already given to the king's hand. So he came to know things late. So he became very worried. अमरपतिः तं निर्निमेष दृष्ट्या पश्यन् इदानीं भवतः मनसि यत् अस्ति तदेव वदतु, सत्यमेव वक्तव्यम् इति उक्तवान्. Then the king looked at him and told, Nirnimesha Drishtiya means staring at him without blinking eyes. That is called staring. That is called Nirnimesha Drishtiya. You tell what is in your mind. Tell the truth only. Then the servant said, Ushnakshiram Mukasya Upari Bhavane Kshipet iti Chintayan Asmi Maharaja iti Muktamat. The servant said, you may throw this hot milk on my face like that. Sevakaha yatha chintitavan tathaiva kritavan amarapatihi. And like the servant thought or said, same way the king did. Sevakaha rudan tataha gatavan. And the servant went away weeping. तस्मिन् दिने भटाः राजसभां कञ्चित् लघुचोरं गृहीत्वा आनीतवन्तः आसन्. On that day in the assembly, the guards brought some petty thief. तस्य अपराधः अपि प्रमाणीकृतः अभवत्. and his crime also got proved. Amarapatihi dandam adatva yeshaha santoshaniyaha iti chintayan. So the king want to make that thief happy without giving punishment. Like that thinking. Idanim maya kim kriyate iti bhavan chintayate satyam vadatu iti uktava. What is going to be done by me like that? What are you thinking? You tell that. You tell the truth only. वेत्रताडनैः मां भवान् दण्डयेत् इति भीतः अस्मि महाराजः इति उक्तवान् सः चोरः. Vetratadanam means that by whip you will be beating me like that. I am thinking like that. Thief told. Tasmai tadrisham eva dandanam ajñapitavan Amarapati. And the king ordered that punishment only for him. Tasmin dine ratrau Maharajni Amarapataye tambulam dadati prishtavati. So on that day night, the queen, Amarapati's wife, she gave tambulam. Tambulam means that pan, that leaf with arknut and the tambulam pan in India. It is now very famous pan. Ekavaram matrigriham gatva matapitrau drishtva agantavyam iti. To go once to my mother house and look my parents like that. Iti mama icha. Anumanyate khalu bhavane iti. Will you accept like that? She asked. I would like to go and see my parents. Will you accept like that? Amarapatihi tambulam charvan. Charvan means chewing. And this Amarapati chewing that pan, mattaha bhavati kidrisham uttaram nirikshate iti hasanyeva prishtava. What type of answer you are expecting from me? Like that. Mama mata pitarau masadvayat purvam agatavantau iti karanataha idanim gamanam mastu iti bhavan vadete iti chintayami iti uttavati Maharajni. Because my parents came 2 months before. No need to go like that, you may say. Like that I am thinking. Tadeva vadami iti uktaman Amarapati. Yes, I say that way only. Like that the king told. Rakni dirgham nishvasya mlanamukhi sati uttaya sa shayanagaram gatavati. And the queen was unhappy, and Nishvasya, Dirgham Nishvasya means a sigh of dissatisfaction. Mlanamukhi Sati, in a dull face, she got up and went to Shayana Garam, the bedroom. She went to her bedroom. Amarapati Pravrittaha Sarvaha Ghatanaha Smritavan. And Amarapati remembered all these incidents. Sarvaihi yatha Cintitam tathaiva sampannam. By everybody, whatever they thought, like that only happened. Parantu kopi santushtaha na jataha. But nobody is happy. I thought people will be happy if whatever they think happens. But nobody is happy. Ataha prajanam chintayaha karanam anyatyeva. So, the worry for the people may be something else. Eva syat iti chintitavan. Like that he thought. So we can see in the picture somebody sitting in a garden and the king is in some other disguise from the tree side. He is seeing. Okay. Tasyam ratrau punaha nagara sancharartham prastitaha raja Amarapatihi. So on that night again the king went for going around the city like patrolling nowadays people do. एतस्मिन् अवसरे बृहत् भवनस्य पुरतः तृणानाम् उपरि आसन्दे उपविष्टवन्तौ दम्पती दृष्टौ तेन. एतस्मिन् अवसरे, in this occasion, बृहत् भवनस्य पुरतः, in front of a very big palace-like building, तृणानाम् उपरि, on grass, आसन्ते उपविष्टवन्तौ दम्पती, the couple sitting on some chair on grass in the lawn. Drishtau tena, kena, that Rajna, by the king, it was seen. Tatraiva parshve stitva tayoh sambhashanam shrutavan Raja. And Raja standing nearby, he listened to their conversation. एतेषु दिनेषु भवान् पूर्ववत् उत्साही न दृश्यते सर्वदा चिन्ताक्रान्तः इव दृश्यते एतस्य किं वा कारणम् इति पृष्टवती पत्नी. So the wife asked, nowadays you are not looking very energetic as earlier days. Always looked like you are worried, thinking something. What is the reason? Like that. Tataha patihi uktava. Then the husband told, Yeteshu dineshu mama jivanam yantrikam abhavat. Jivane kimapi parivartanam na drishyate. Achintitam kimapi jivane kvachit bhavati cheteva varam syat iti. So the husband told, Yeteshu dineshu mama jivanam yantrikam abhavat. Nowadays my life becomes very mechanical. Yantrikam means that machine life. Jivane kimapi parivartanam na drishyate. I don't see any change in life. Achintitam kimapi jivane kvachit bhavati chet eva varam syat. If something unexpected, unthought of happens, then it would be better. So he wants something new to happen. That is the meaning. What we want. We never thought of that we are going to do like this, but something we did and I became happy like that. Some unthought of event should happen like that. Otherwise, I am leading a very mechanical life. It is like a machine. I am doing the same thing. I don't find any change and any utsaha, any energy like that. यदि अचिंतितं भविष्यति तर्हि जनाः सन्तुष्टाः भवन्ति इति ज्ञातवान् राजा अमरपतिः अनन्तरदिने अन्येषां मनसि यत् अस्ति तत् ज्ञात्वा तस्य विरुद्धं कारयित्वा जनाः सन्तोषणीयाः इति चिन्तितवान्. So the king understood that if something unexpected happens, what they think if that it doesn't happen, then people will be happy like that. So he thought from the next day, I should do something asking people what they want, and opposite of that, I should do like that, so that they will be happy. अनंतर दिने सभागमन समये सेवकेन आनीते करांशुके स्कंधभागे किंचित छिद्रम आसीत्. So on the next day, the garments, the shirt, which is brought by the servant, in the shoulder side, there was some chidram, something torn out like that. Yada rajnya tat dhritam tada tat jnatam. And when it was put on, the king came to know that. Sevakaha bhitya kshamyatam mahaprabho anyat vastram anayami iti uktavan. And the servant, out of fear, please pardon me, my lord, I will bring something, some other dress like that, he told. Idanim maya kim kriyate iti bhavani chintayati iti prishtavan amarapati. What are you thinking now? By me, what would be done? मां भवान् दण्डयेत् इति एतेन वेषेण निश्चयेन सभाम्ना गमिष्यति इति च अहं चिन्तितवान् इति उक्तवान् सेवकः. So you shall punish me and you won't go to the assembly with this dress. Like that I thought. भवन्तं न दण्डयामि एतेन एव वेषेण सभां गच्छामि इति उक्त्वा अमरपतिः आस्थानं प्रति गतवान्. And he told, see, I am doing something what is not thought of you, so I won't punish you, and I will go to the assembly in the same dress only, like that. आस्थाने यदा कार्यक्रमाः प्रचलन्तः आसन् तदा मन्त्री कदाचित् लघुनिद्रामग्नः अभवत्. When the assembly proceedings were going on, and this minister, somewhat he was in drowsy mood, lagunidra means in a drowsy mood or in a sleepy mood. एतत् अवलोकितवान् अमरपतिः पार्श्वे स्थितं सूचितवान् यत् मन्त्रिणं जागरयतु इति. And looking at this, the king told the person sitting near to the minister, you wake him up. Saha tataiva kritavan, and that person did like that. Kshamyata Maharaja iti vadanne asande samyak upavishtavan mantri. And the minister told, pardon me, Prabhu, like that he sat in a proper position. Mahamantrin, idanim maya kim uchyate iti chintitavan asti bhavan iti prishtavan Amarapatihi. O Mahamantri, what do you think now I will say or I will do or I will say? Anirikshitam yetam prashnam shrutva ascharyachaitah mantri uktava. Unexpected question. Because we expect people to behave the way they are behaving. Now he is asking, what would I do for you? Like that you are thinking, tell me like that. So listening to this unexpected question, the minister told, Mama asthane kumbhakarna sadrishaha mantri asti iti etat lajjaspada vishaha iti bhavan vadet iti. So you may say in my assembly, Kumbhakarna like that, one minister is there, like that you may say. Like that he said, Kumbhakarna Ravanasya Bhrata, that brother of Ravana, Sahodaraha, who sleeps for 6 months, like that we heard in that Ramayana. मन्त्रिणः चिन्तनस्य विरुद्धमेव वक्तव्यम् इति चिन्तयन् राजा तथा नास्ति भवादृशः मन्त्री अस्ति इत्येतत् तु अभिमानस्य विषयः इति उक्तवान्. Then we have to say something against to the thinking of the people, because he came to know that if something against to the thinking of the people happens, then they will be happy. Because the same way things happening, they are bored. So he told, no, it is not like that. It is better that we are having a minister like you, and this is our fortune, something we should feel pride. Like that the king told. Tasya vachanam shrutva sabhasadaha sarve hasitavantaha. And listening to this, all people in the assembly, they laughed. उपहास रूपेण राजा तत् वचनम् उक्तवान् इति भावितवान् मन्त्री अपमानेन खिन्नः जातः. And the king made fun of me like that. The minister became unhappy. So again, everybody is becoming unhappy, even though things which are not thought of is happening. तस्मिन् दिने सायंकाले राजा अमरपतिः उद्याने अटन् आसीत्. On that day evening, the king was walking in the garden. तदा वायोः कारणतः पाटलसस्यस्य कण्ठं राज्ञः पादे लग्नम् अभवत्. And because of the wind blowing, some thorn of a tree, it pade lagnam abhavat, means it what to say, it pierced the foot of the king. Patikayaha vriddharakshakaha dhavan agatya kantakam dure kshiptva. And the old gardener of that garden, he came quickly running and throwing that thorn away. Kshamyata Maharaja punaha kadapi yatadrishaha lopaha यथा न भवेत् तथा जागरूकः भवामि इति विनयेन उक्तवान्. Please pardon me, O my lord. I take care that again such a thing doesn't happen like that. Yat pravrittam tadartam maya kim kriyate iti chintayati bhavan iti vriddharakshakam prishtavan raja. Whatever happened, for that, what shall I do like that? You think like that? He asked that to old gardener. Vriddhaha nimeshadvayam yavat chintayitva. And the old gardener, thinking for some 2 minutes, he said, Patalo dhyane yetadrishani kantakani sagajani eva. Vardhakya karanataha udyane samyak karyam kartum na shaknoti yeshaha iti achintayan bhavane mam udyogachyutam na kuryat iti cha aham chintayami iti uktavan. So in a garden with this type of tree, these thorns are very common, and because of his age and he is old, for this I will not remove him. For this the king will not remove me from the services or the job. Like that I am thinking. Like that gardener told. Na Tateva kriyate maya. No, I do that only. Bhavataha sthane kanchit yuvakam niyojayami. I will appoint some young person in your place. Iti uktva Amarapati vriddasya ashruni api apashyan tatha prasadam gatavam. And not bothered about his tears. He is weeping, he got his job lost. He went to his room or palace. Tasmin dine ratro Maharajni punahapi. On that day night, the queen again ekavaram rajnyaha purataha matrugriha gamana prastavam upastapitavati. So on that night again the queen opened up the topic of going to her mother's house. Mama matuhu okay. Mama matuhu arogyam samyak nasti iti swapnaha drishtaha maya. I saw in dream that my mother's health is not well. Ataha ekavaram mataram drishtva agamishyami iti uktavati maharajni. So the queen told, I will go and see once my mother and come like that. Mattaha कीदृशम् उत्तरं लभ्येत इति चिन्तयति भवति इति पृष्टवान् राजा अमरपतिः. What type of answer you expect from me, or I shall say to you like that? The king asked. Tada Maharajni hasanti punah punah prichanti asti iti karanatah gacchatu ityeva bhavan vadet iti chintayami iti uktavati. Then the queen told, again and again you are asking, so you shall say, okay, go, like that. Like that I am thinking. Tatha naiva, not so. Bhavatyam atrigriham nagantavyam iti uktavan amarapatihi. By you, mother's house is not to be gone. Like that he told. Bhavatyam atrigriham nagantavyam. This is karmani prayoga. Tavyat pratyayanta shabda. Maharajni dirgham nishvasati chintayanti sa shayyagriham gatavati tasyaha chintakranta mukham drishtva amarapatihi. And she also again unsuccessfully, her wish is not fulfilled like that. She just left a very lengthy breath and unhappily she went to her bedroom. Then the king thought, Kimetat Asharyam. What is this wonder? Yat na chintitam tat bhavishyati chetapi kopi santosham na anubhavati kila. Nobody is feeling happy even if they are getting something which they didn't think of. Kim karomi chet yete santosham anubhavanti. What if I do? They all feel happy. Iti punaha chintanam arabdavan. Like that again the king started thinking. Uttaram na praptam ityataha ratrau nidram api na praptavan saha. Because he didn't get any answer, he didn't get any sleep also in the night. Ardharatre prapte api, even after midnight, nidram akritva shayanagrehe itastataha atanam kurvantam chintakrantam patim drishtva. Looking at the husband who is somewhat worried, thoughtful, and walking here and there even after midnight, nidrana agatam kim, agata kim, ka chinta badhate bhavantam iti prishtavati raki. Don't you get sleep? What is worrying you? Like that, the queen asked. Svena chintitam patnim aidam prathamyena uttavan amarapati. Svena chintitam, whatever thought by him, patnim, to the wife, aidam prathamyena, means very first time. Idam prathamam. Idam means this. Prathamam means first. Idam pradamam. This is first. From that word, aidam prathamyena, this word came. So this is a taddidanta shabda. Aidam prathamyena means very first time. Here, two meaning we'll have to understand. First time, very first time, he is telling wife, Svena Cintitam. Because the king used to act unilaterally without consulting anything with anyone. Whatever he thinks he is doing. So we saw the story so far. He first listened to somebody saying that whatever they are thinking, it is not happening. So he thought, okay, if I make things happen, they will be happy. So whatever they thought, he made it happen. But nobody felt happy. Again, when he came to know, whatever they didn't think of, if that happens, they will feel happy. So he did that also. But then also nobody was happy. So he first time, his thoughts or his thinking, he exposed to the wife. So aidam prathamyena pravrittam sarvam tam uktva, and telling whatever happened so far. Cintitam eva yada sampannam tadapi janaha santosham na anubhutamantaha. Whatever they thought of, if it happened, then also people were not feeling happy. Yat na cintitam tat yada sampannam tadapi te santosham na anubhutamantaha. What they thought, and if it happened, then also they are not feeling happy. Evam sati, that being so, kim kritam chet jananam chinta parihrita bhavet. Why? By doing what? The people shall get uh, chinta parihrita bhavet. Means the worries of the people get resolved. By doing what? Iti chintayan asmi. Like that I am thinking. In this fashion, the king answered, Tada Maharajni Hasanti Uttavati. Then that queen laughingly told in a smiling tone, Jivane yat bhavishyati tat nirikshitam va bhavatu, anirikshitam va bhavatu. In life, whatever happens, whether it is expected or unexpected, sarvada santoshaya eva kalpate iti nasti eva. Always it turns into a happy movement like that. It is not at all true. It is not like that. Whatever happens or whatever not happens as per our expectation, that will make happy like that. It is not so. Rajatu prajanam pitrutulyaha. And on the other hand, the king is like a father for the people. Prajanam apariharyaha avashyakataha nama aharaha vastram vasatihi cha. Apariharyaha avashyakataha means the uh, unfulfilled requirement, unfulfilled or unresolved issue, we can say. The unresolved issues of people are aharaha vastram vasatihi. Roti, kapada, makan. This roti, kapada, makan from the Independence Day time till we are telling, every government is telling roti, kapada, makan. And you see, 100 years we are telling the same thing only. We say so many things we did, but still we are finding this point. Roti, kapada, makan. Aharaha vastram vasatihi is the unresolved issues of the people. Sarvada sarve tadartham eva karyam kurvanti chintayanti cha. Everybody is always doing for that much only. We are yearning to feed ourselves and to have some class and to have some shelter. Yada bhavane sarvebhyaha tani dhapayatum shaknoti tada prajaha santushtaha bhavishyanti. When you are capable of giving all these to the people, then they will be happy. Tesham chinta adrishyatam gata bhavishyati, and their worries also fade away. Jivane triptihi api bhavishyati, and they get the satisfaction also in life. Like that the queen told. Tada Amarapatihi Rajyapalana Vishaye Atmana Kritan Doshan Gnatavan. Then the king came to know the mistake done by him by making unilateral decisions without listening, consulting anyone. Atmana krita doshaha. Atmana kritanu doshan. It is not one dosha, many dosha, bahuvachana. Doshaha, doshau, doshaha, dosham, doshau, doshani. So he understood the mistake done by him. Anantara dine prataha eva saha mantrinam anya pramukhancha ahutavan. So on the next day he called the minister and other important people. Sabhayam taihi saha samalochanam charcham cha krutva sarvasam prajanam अपरिहार्याः आवश्यकताः पूरिताः यथा भवेयुः तथा काञ्चित् योजनां चिन्तितवान्. So on the next day, after discussing with all, unfulfilled or very essential need, okay, essential need, like that we can say. Apariharyaha avashyakaha means essential need of the people. If essential need is fulfilled, people will be happy, satisfied like that. But it is not so, because when essential need are fulfilled, then we will demand more. Our need will be always demanding more and more. Anyway, so he discussed with the minister and other people, and he thought of some schemes. Yojana. Yojana is scheme, like we are nowadays listening so many yojana of the government. Anantara dineshu kadapi prajaha असंतुष्टाः सन्ति इति समाचारः गुप्तचरैः न आनीतः. So after this, the intelligent agencies or the spies did not bring the news that people are unhappy. Rajye mantristhanam kevalam alankara matraya iti apavadaha api nashrutaha. And this apavada means a type of uh, displeasing comment, that the mantri is simply sitting there for decorating the assembly. The mantris are not doing any contribution, like that. That type of bad name also. Apavadaha also nashrutaha. It is not heard by the king. So the king started consulting everybody and taking unanimous decision instead of unilateral decision. Hope you liked this story. I will come up with some other new story. Take care. Bye bye.